Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis and I'd like to welcome you back to Coffee, Computers, and More. So, if you spent any time in Lincoln, Nebraska and you were a fan of coffee or a hardcore Java head, there's a pretty good chance that you went to this place. This is The Mill. Now, The Mill is one of the oldest coffee shops in Lincoln, Nebraska, if not the oldest coffee shop in Lincoln, Nebraska. It started in 1975. And it has become an institution of coffee consumption. Now, Lincoln has a lot of fantastic coffee shops that are there, but The Mill is one of those standout locations that you can go to. In fact, they've got several locations in Lincoln, Nebraska, where you can get food and coffee and so on. So just in the nature of full disclosure, this coffee was given to me as a gift from a friend not associated with The Mill. And so what we have here is a pound of dark Italian. And this is one of the darker roasts that you can get from The Mill. So let me just read to you the description of dark Italian coffee from The Mill website to let you know what we're getting ourselves into today as we go on this coffee journey into the dark side. And it says, smoky, sharp, and heavy. We take this Latin American blend as far into the dark roast territory as we dare. Solely for you lovers of the smoky, pungent flavors of the darkest of the dark roast, it is really dark. So that's what they give us for a description. So we're gonna be looking for smoky but not burned. When they say pungent, we're talking skunky like a lager, and I'm not encouraging alcohol consumption, but if you've ever had Heineken or any kind of a strong lager before, there's kind of this like skunky acidity to it that you start to recognize in the flavor profiles. It's one of those things that you can really get used to when you drink a lot of dark coffees. So let's get the beans out, let's take a look at them, let's grind them up and brew them and see how they are. Let's do a little taste test on The Mill Dark Italian. All right, so let's take a look at them. They've got a nice Hershey's chocolate dark brown color to them. Wonderful sheen to them. They're very uniform all the way around, which means that there was consistent temperatures that were used in the roasting process. They also kept the beans circulating the whole time that they were roasting them. The smell, nothing short of magical. They smell highly roasted, but just on the edge of not being burned. So we're going to see what kind of a flavor we actually get out of this. Are we going to get something that's bitter and a little too pungent to enjoy? Or are we going to get a nice dark roast that's going to have a smoky, intense flavor that I look for when I drink a dark cup of coffee? We'll be grinding it up and just running it through the Mr. Coffee coffee maker with filtered water, and it brews to about 190 degrees. You get a pretty good flavor extraction out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and run that through, and let's just see how it is. All right, you guys just smell it in here. It smells absolutely fantastic. It smells like a coffee shop. Here's my little coffee lab, if you will. And so anyway, we are doing, I did 6, just kind of rounded off tablespoons with approximately 36 ounces of water, 6 servings of, with 6 ounces per serving. And man, it smells fantastic in here. We got the coffee all ground up. There's a tablespoon measure. I do rinse the paper filter, by the way, with cold water. It gets the sediment out of the paper filter before I start brewing. So we're gonna brew this up. We'll come on back for a taste test here shortly. Hang tight. All right, so we're gonna let that cool down for just a few minutes so it's nice and drinkable. Let's give it a try and see how it is. Fog up the glasses there. Oh man. Okay, that's got a nice smoky balance all the way through. Real mild acidity to it, surprisingly. Not tangy. Just bold and rich and deep. This is how Italian roast should be done. All right, it's definitely full-bodied. Surprisingly not bitter on the back end. If you're a fan of dark coffees, I think you'd like this one. It's not pungent at all. It's not making you wince or anything like that. But it's got some character to it. Smell is surprisingly mild. You know, you still got that essence of smokiness that's there, but it wasn't like it was when it was the beans originally. Oh, that's got some character to it. So, a really good Italian roast coffee. It should be roasted so that it's drinkable, so that you don't wince after every sip, right? You're not turned off by it because it's too bitter. This is just the pinnacle of dark roast. This is perfect right here. So if you ever get a chance, or if you want to try it online, The Mill Dark Italian, this is really, really good. It's a nice balance between being bold, but still being drinkable, between being smoky and nice and dark, but not being too acidic or burned. I'll tell you what, they really mix a nice balance with this particular roast. Not sure specifically where the beans come from, but they do say it's a Latin American mix. This is top stuff, guys. All right, so there you have it. That is my take on The Mill Italian roast. Man, if you get a chance, head on down to The Mill, order it online, definitely give it a try. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. I do like it. So this is Travis. Thank you for watching Coffee, Computers, and More. We'll be bringing a lot more coffee reviews your way, a lot more content coming to you, so make sure you guys like and subscribe, and keep those coffee mugs full, and we'll talk to you soon.